It's fall, it's Halloween, everybody's in a Halloween spirit. And if you're not in Halloween spirit, you get in a Halloween spirit. So I thought Halloween horror movies. It's pretty simple math. We're going to talk about 4 horror remakes that I feel are better than the original. And we're going to start right now. I think it's safe to say that horror, more than any other genre, gets remake treatment an awful lot. And every once in a while we get a good one. We get a couple good ones. And this list, we're going to start with Evil Dead. Raimi film, 1981. Safe to say it's a cult classic. It's a very good horror movie. I remember seeing it at a drive-in theater. The practical effects was low budget, a little campy now, but just a solid horror film in its own right. The 2013 version, directed by Fede Alvarez. He did Don't Breathe. This is probably one of the better horror movies in the past decade, easily. This is relentless. It's bloody. It's scary. It's fast-paced. It has a solid opening, one of the best openings in horror in quite a while. I just thought it was really well done. Now, just because something has better production, some better acting, doesn't mean it's a better film. But this story, it holds true to the original. I think it just tells it better. It's not a shot-for-shot film, but it's close. And it does give a little nod to the original, but this is a terrifying, quite bloody horror film. One of the better ones that come along in a while. Second on my list is It. This is a remake of the 1990 miniseries, a 2-part miniseries that was directed by Tommy Lee Wallace. Tim Curry played Pennywise. I liked the miniseries. I thought it was really good. But the remake, 2017, Andreas Muschietti, I think it is. Muschietti. I'm probably butchering that. He did Mama. I thought was just such a marked improvement. And I like the fact that they just stuck with the kids. The miniseries kind of went back and forth between adult and the kids, which was good because it told the whole story within 2 nights. But the remake was just fantastic. I thought it was one of the better films of 2017. That cold open with Georgie, the way that was reshot and redone, just so menacing. Bill Skarsgård as Pennywise was tremendous. The Losers Club, I like how this film was all about the Losers Club, and it focused on that as a kid, so you really got to know them as kids. And I think that really sets up well for Chapter 2. But yeah, I thought it was just hands down to me better than the miniseries. So the third one on the list is The Hills Have Eyes. This is a remake of the 1977 Wes Craven. The original's pretty good. It's got a good cast, but it does come across, I think, dated. It was definitely low budget, and you kind of got that feel, and some parts hit and some parts missed. Now we fast forward to 2006. That was directed by Alexander Aja, and it was also written, or Aja, A-G-A. It was also written by Wes Craven, so it had that original feel. I just thought the remake version, it was nasty and gritty as the original. I thought the acting was good. There's some really powerful and suspenseful scenes, especially when they invade the trailer. Then later on, when the family decides to come together and defend themselves, that they realize they're in a life or death struggle. It's really bloody. It's not a perfect film, but compared to the original, I thought the 2006 Hills Have Eyes was a marked improvement. The fourth film on my list is The Crazies. This is a remake of the 1970 George A. Romero film. Obviously, he's known for all his zombie movies. This one is a military experiment that goes wrong, and this chemicals gets into the town through the water, and everyone starts going nuts and killing each other. The remake, 2010, I think that kind of slid under the radar. A solid cast, and it's a good movie. It's a zombie movie, you can say, but it has some scenes that are just nasty. There's one in particular where they're strapped into a hospital gurney and they can't get out. And there's another one where his wife is tied to a chair, and then there's a third one where this guy who's has the first sign of these chemicals, and he kills his family, and that's an intense scene. I think it's an underrated horror movie. I really enjoyed the Crazies, and if you've seen the original, you could tell it's definitely whether it's production, just the whole way the movie's presented. I just thought, and Timothy Olyphant, he's in it. He's really good. Yeah, I enjoyed this one. If you haven't seen the Crazies, I highly recommend you check this out. This is the 2010 version. It was directed by Brett Eisner, I believe. Solid horror movie. All right, so let's recap the list real quick. And again, it's my opinion. Let me know what you think in the comments, if you agree or not, or horror movies that you feel were better than the original, or just as good. So the list again is Evil Dead. We got It, Hills Have Eyes, and The Crazies. Check those out. It's Halloween. Tis the season. Horror movies are all over the place. Check them out. Rent them, stream them. I think you'll find them enjoyable. Thanks for stopping by Color Pause Movies. Happy Halloween, everybody. I hope you have a safe holiday. I'm going to hand out some candy here. I'm in a new neighborhood, so hopefully I get some kids. Otherwise, I got a ton of leftover candy I got to get through. I don't know. So anyway, again, thanks for all the subscribers out there. And if you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button. We'd love to have you. Hit the notification bell so you know when new content comes up. I'll throw up a link to other videos. Check those out, please. And if you like this one or like the other ones, make sure you hit that like button. I really appreciate it. And you can find us on Twitter, Instagram. We got Google+. So we kind of go across media platforms with different content. Come join us. It's a lot of fun. And until next time.